Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Ashley McDowell. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. The CNMI Lottery Commission makes a difficult but successful negotiation with IPI. Also tonight, some previous IPI construction workers take it to court. And millions of dollars in PUA money is getting dispersed. We have the details. In sports, we get updates on two major regional sport competitions. Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
Great customer rep, always willing to go above and beyond for his customers.
I truly hope she gets noticed at work, since I do see she is a hard worker.
The field technician that visited my home was great and helpful. Thank you.
Thank you. You really keep it up.
Your customer service is always very good.
Awesome customer service with great technicians that are really helpful.
Thank you so much, Sherlyn and Docomo Pacific.
That's so sweet. Feels good to see this kind of messages because we try our best to do customer service.
We make sure that we will 100% resolve the issues.
For all those people that are seeking assistance.
I just want my customers happy
and help them out each and every day.
I would want to go to a place with someone that's just like me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Come to Docomo and you'll feel like you're at home.
It's gonna look a little different in here. Your favorite spot might not be exactly where it used to be. Being next in line might feel a little less like next in line. And our smiles might come with a little extra shine. But McDonald's is ready to take your order, as safely as we can.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the CNMI Department of Public Safety.
Click it or take it.
Half a day to Rawami and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Friday, November 20th, 2020. Imperial Pacific International's deferment plan gets an extension. Sally Lemus reports.
Imperial Pacific International was supposed to pay their $20 million community benefit fund last October. The Commonwealth Lottery Commission granted their request to defer that payment until February of next year. But according to COC Commissioner David Attilig, IPI is asking for more.
Obviously, they asked for it to be completely wiped off and cleared, but we could not do that. So it's been about a month of going back and forth and discussing with IPI how to help them, but at the same time, when can we expect and receive some assistance for our community?
The Lottery Commission met with IPI officials this morning to grant a different deferment plan.
What we did was we acted on two items dealing with Community Benefit Fund. The first item was to defer their $20 million payment for this 2020, which was due in October, and we deferred it for 3 years or 60 days after the completion of their initial gaming facility. That's the Garapan property. So if they finish that prior to 3 years from now, then they'll start paying that $20 million annually.
The second item COC acted on was to discuss another payment plan on what they currently owe, which is $36 million.
I could not agree to, let's say, wipe it off or write off what they owe. They owe about $36 million in past community benefit fund, and we expect to have them pay that, which is rightfully due. So therefore, we deferred that for 5 years. With the understanding is we want to help them, and not just them specifically, but this pandemic is very unique. This is a world event that has affected a lot of companies all over the world, especially in our Commonwealth, and we don't want to see this industry die from this pandemic, so we need to try to help.
Atelic states it took about a month to get these negotiations in orders with consultation from other departments and agencies.
The Lottery Commission delegated me to negotiate with them about the CBF, which I did. We went back and forth, also consulting the CCC and asking their thoughts and opinions, and then also consulting legislators, asking their thoughts. So I got pretty much a good view of where we're at as a Commonwealth. What do we want to do? Is the goal to keep this industry moving forward, or is our goal to just have them suffer an exit? And so we were trying to do our best to keep it. They've gone so far. They say they only need $56 million to complete the project. And so if you look at the 2020 and 20, $60 million in the next 3 years could be used towards getting this facility done. We want that because that's in the middle of our tourist center, and we don't want that to be an eyesore. We want that to be a centerpiece, something that we can be proud of.
If IPI does not comply with the payment plan, the Commonwealth Casino Commission will then take matters into their own hands.
If CCC decides and want to fine them or put sanctions on them, that is the CCC's obligation to do so, and they can do that. They can also revoke the license, and obviously that's something that I believe IPI does not want to see.
The CCC will be meeting next week Tuesday to discuss more on their enforcement plans. Reporting for KSPN News, I'm Sally Limis.
Today in District Court, 3 Turkish construction workers filed a complaint against Imperial Pacific International LLC, IPI Holdings, and IDS Development Management and Consultancy, and the workers are demanding a jury trial. The court documents state the individuals are filing on behalf of themselves and all the other H-2B workers that were recruited from Turkey under the Fair Labor Standards Act for unpaid wages, overtime compensation, and other damages such as breach of contract claims. The Turkish workers state in the complaint that IPI promised them work, overtime hours, round-trip airfare to Turkey, a Turkish cook, and many other promises, all of which fell through or never materialized at all. Then the paydays started to disappear, where the workers did not have money, drinking water, or internet service at their living location. As stated in the court documents, 28 Turkish workers signed the consent to join the collective action against IPI. Richard Miller is the attorney representing the Turkish workers. Over $25 million is being disbursed for the pandemic unemployment assistance. Take a listen. Money for the pandemic unemployment assistance is being distributed this week for the dates up to October 6th.
We are going to process up to October 6th just for the pandemic unemployment assistance portion, the poor portion. Unfortunately, we have to hold back an FPUC claims because of the amount of the funds in the account. I want to make sure we have more than enough for FPUC, so I held back on FPUC because I don't want to just pay 1,000 applicants. I want to pay all the applicants who are eligible as we move on in this funding process with USGO.
Benavente says $25.9 million will be dispersed in direct deposit or paper checks throughout this week and next week for PUA claims, with close to 2,000 payments being processed.
We will hope to process the next week so that when we receive the next allotment from the U.S. Department of Labor, we are hoping to get from them. We had a couple of conference calls with them this week, provided them with data, these numbers, and they wanted, of course, to know why, how many, how much, again and again and again. This is data that will clarify why we are asking for this much PUA and FPUC benefits. So this week and next week will be $25.9 million.
More than 36,000 PUA claims have come through the CNMI Department of Labor so far. But before the pandemic, Benavente says the CNMI had a workforce of about 22,000 people. After vetting through all the PUA claims, eliminating ineligible applications, the official eligibility number for PUA applicants in the CNMI is 18,000.
Now, of that number, 11,785, that's 63% of all claims have been adjudicated, meaning these claimants have either received an approval or a denial in line with the federal program. Those are the numbers of the claimants. As for the payouts, we've paid out over $108.4 million in both PUA and FPUC payments. $72 million in PUA funds were issued versus $86 million in FPUC funds. These are obligated funds.
To also narrow down the number of eligible applicants, DOL had to eliminate fraudulent claims. Director of Employment Services, Eugene Tebiteb, says through all the claims that have been filed so far, a large number does not even reside in the CNMI.
Of the 36,602, 17,931 are potential fraudulent claims. These are claims that were filed outside the CNMI. So these are claims from Georgia, Canada, even Puerto Rico, the U.S. contiguous states.
Tebuteb says CNMI DOL is working to approve or deny a large percent of the claims by the end of this month.
We are pushing to get at least 80% of the adjudications done in the next couple of weeks. That's our goal right now, and that's what we're hoping for.
In tourism news, MVA is discussing the possibility of a travel bubble program with South Korea, and marine operators dove into training.
Under a general outline of the bubble travel program, Korean tourists would take a COVID test in Korea prior to departure and then be tested again here on arrival and then again a few days later. The program is currently being discussed with the COVID task force and Korean industry professionals. It would also possibly require changes in how the Korean government accepts returning citizens who have visited the Marianas. Gloria Kavanaugh.
Every day, with the new vaccines that are coming out, everything, it kind of changes our plans a little bit. But right now, we have sent out information to our MPA membership.
This week, BECQ held a workshop for marine operators at the Kensington Hotel.
So what is the likelihood that we're going to encounter a red flag when we have, let's say, 37,000 visitors?
Hotel officials went over the Saipan Lagoon use plan, and staffers gave operators an update on water quality and best practices for when tourists return. The coral reefs of Saipan are worth over $100 million a year.
There's about over 256 coral species here that are documented, and that makes up over 30% of any of the species that exist worldwide.
Water quality, a serious issue. Sites such as the Grotto have shown poor water quality as usage has increased over the years. Effectively managing these sites are one of the goals of the program.
Coming up, a lottery by the Department of Public Lands is about to make 15 people very happy. Find out more after the break.
Tan Sue Lin Foundation promotes the culture of giving back. The foundation and its generous partners are committed to supporting programs that include health, education, and sports. Initiatives that promote arts and culture, the environment, and tourism will benefit our community and our residents. Giving back and making a difference will help ensure that the island paradise we call home will be a better place to live.
Make it special. Make it 360. The best food and views all the way around.
Hi everyone, welcome to Pacifica Reacts. This is our annual Pacifica Art Contest. We had over 1,500 entries to date by local young artists ages 6 to 17.
Buy one, get one free for the off-road adventure at Marianas Trekking. Come ride our side-by-sides at our best price ever and experience a great 90-minute trail ride. Rain or shine, hopefully rain. Book now at Marianas Trekking. Saturdays and Sundays by reservation. Call 323-8735 or book at marianastrekking.com.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. Those participating in the rummage sales under the pavilions on Beach Road will have a new spot to sell your items starting next month. According to the Department of Public Lands, the new designated area permitted for roadside vending will be located at the Yerpan Fishing Base. This will go into effect December 4th, where rummage sales on public roadsides and pavilions along Beach Road will be prohibited. Those interested in obtaining a temporary permit for selling your personal items on public lands must apply through the Division of Parks and Recreation. For more information on the permit, contact Parks and Rec at 322-9834. And the Department of Public Lands is having a lottery for homestead lots next week. Here are the details. The Department of Public Lands will be having a lottery Tuesday, November 24th for 15 homesteads that are located in Cagman 3. These are for homestead lots that were either revoked or surrendered from previous permittees.
So how we do it is we go by the application by the year, and we do updates, and those that fall in the year that we're reviewing, we reach out to them. And when they come and do their updates, we pull out those that fall in line first. We research, land research, and their eligibility for NMD eligibility and all that other research that we need to do to make sure that they're eligible to receive homestead. And then from that, we reach out to them by saying, you know, we're expecting a lottery. These are our dates. Let us know if you can come in or not. So sometimes we have confirmation from them, and those that really cannot come, then we try and move on to the next because they can't make it.
The process for distributing the homestead lots is a luck of the draw.
The lottery day, we have the lots in a jar that they lottery it out. We don't assign them. They choose from, they pick from the jar, and then from there we show them on the map what they've chosen, and after that, that's when we prepare their permits, and we do go and show them their boundary markers before closing the deal.
Permittees must follow the homestead rules and regulations to take full ownership of the property.
So the permit, we have 120 days for you to make sure you clear out. We clear out the whole area, the boundary, right? And then for the first year, we expect that not just you're clearing out, but there's development that you're constructing a home. You know, so you have to go and get permits from all the other government agencies. And then the second year should already have a structure. By the third year, you should be already residing. Then after that, we issue you the deed. And then you have that 10 years after the deed that you should not lease or sell. And then after that 10 years, then it belongs to you.
And the lottery program gives opportunity to those of Mariana's descent who currently do not own land.
They do an investigation first if they have land. And so if they have land, whether through inheritance or they purchase or their spouse has land, then they're deemed ineligible.
The lottery will occur at 9 a.m. at the DPL office in Dandian. Tergezo does ask applicants to keep their contact information up to date for a chance to be on the list for the next lottery of homestead lots.
Thank you, Ashley. All right, coming up in the KSPN2 Sports Report, it's Friday, so you know the script.
Hi, I'm Dre, one of the personal trainers here at Goat's Gym, and today we're going to be going over the leg press. Now I have here with me is Vince, and he's going to show you how to execute it properly in two different ways. A common mistake that you'll often see is leaving your hands free, either up here or on your lap. I strongly recommend you holding onto the sled and create that tension in the upper body, which then allows you to create more range of motion. So with his current foot placement, he was feeling it on his legs, his quads. Now with a simple adjustment by placing his foot a little higher on the platform and his toes pointed out slightly, he's going to transfer that tension, which was previously on his legs, onto his hamstrings and glutes. Again, he's going to grab onto the sled, creating that bracing effect up here.
Pacific Rim, KZMI 1039 FM, and Mariana's Variety, in collaboration with nonprofit Empty Vessel Ministry Foundation, are looking to bring Christmas cheer to a deserving family with a Christmas surprise on Saipan. Do you know a local family who has fallen on hard times due to illness, financial difficulties, or other trying circumstances? You can now nominate a family by completing the application at ChristmasSurprise.org. Complete rules are available at ChristmasSurprise.org and on Facebook at CNMI Christmas Surprise. Nomination deadline is November 30th, 2020.
Do you have the flexibility to work out between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m.? At Gold's Gym, we call this off-peak, and it can save you money. Short-term daytime memberships on sale now, just $59 per month, and gets you access to the biggest and cleanest fitness center on island. Get yourself healthy and strong. Check out Gold's Gym today.
Thank you for being here with us.
For finding ways to keep things happening.
For making things feel a lot better.
Thank you.
Energize, realize, feels so good just to be alive. Time's a gift, my time is free. I can spend it on you, you can spend it on me. I could say you'll be blown away, but the change you see me. And I feel alright, dance all night, put a little flavor in my life.
Thank you for staying strong with us.
And for us.
Thank you for always connecting.
For keeping us together.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for reminding us
that despite this distance,
we are still better together.
I put the good stuff in.
Docomo Pacific. Better together.
Buenas sports fans. Buenas sports fans, Northern Mariana's Sports Association held a regular meeting yesterday. Considering the agenda, it could have also been called a special meeting. At the Hibiscus Hall in the Fiesta Resort Thursday, local sports federations heard a report from Pacific Games Council Executive Director Andrew Minogue. Saipan was supposed to host the Pacific Minigames next summer, but there's been a change of plans.
We've taken a number of decisions, as I said. First and foremost, and most importantly, we've postponed the Pacific Mini Games, which were due to be held in June of 2021. They've been postponed a full 12 months to the third week of June in 2022. And that was a request that was made to us from the Governor and from the NUMSTA executive team.
These are to be a scaled-down version of the games with just 6 sports. NAMASA's chairman, Cherry Tan, would like to add 2 more.
The plan to expand, as you mentioned, and it's not a secret that we are looking at trying to add tennis and weightlifting. Maybe you can run us through what to expect, the procedure and the approval process, and then maybe the possible timeline.
There's 2 issues. There's a budget issue, and then I think there's just a delicate diplomatic issue with the Marshall Islands in particular, but also with our members around the Games, just to make sure that we're not stepping on toes.
Tennis coach Jeff Race would like the opportunity to defend their gold medals from last Pacific Games, the only sport the NMI medaled in.
You know, we're very highly committed to holding tennis here, and we have already got the commitments from our players, should tennis be added, that they will be here for the mini games. As you know, following our success in Samoa, we're very, very keen to hold tennis. That remains the same.
The new date of June 2022 puts it within a month of the 2022 Micronesian Games in Majuro, Marshall Islands. Joey Miranda, the third from Guam, serving as Secretary General of the Micronesian Games Council, showed pictures of the current construction of their track and field, expected to be completed early next year, and other ongoing improvements there. The formal organization of the 2022 Mini Games starts today with the appointment of the organizing committee. Governor Ralph Torres has pledged the support.
I have appointed some of the cabinet members to lead some of the logistics, the 15 committees to make sure that we are organized, and we will be making the decisions moving forward and the support that we need for the mini games moving forward.
Well, the 6 sports for the mini games here are athletics, golf, beach volleyball, triathlon, badminton, and baseball. Our Friday night focus on the future features a teen who, if tennis is added to those mini games, could land on the national team. Who knows? You have to expect things of yourself before you can do them. Young Stars Shining, brought to you by the Tan Su Lin Foundation. "16-year-old Jimin Woo's been playing tennis half of his life after a rather unusual introduction.
My friend, he was gonna play tennis, and it was kind of expensive if you play by yourself, so he wanted a friend to play with, and I said, yeah, sure, why not?
When was that?
That was when I was 8 years old.
And you haven't stopped playing? No. Like many others in the NMI National program, he's hoping to improve good enough to play at the next level.
My realistic goals are college. I'm trying to get a full scholarship. That'd be nice.
Perhaps he'll be on the NMI teams in either the Pacific Minigames here or the Micro Games in Majuro. He's already played internationally in Fiji.
It means a lot, you know, like representing like a region is a lot.
So is your goal to get on the North Pacific team? Have you done that?
Yeah.
And how many times have you done it?
Usually I've been going ever since I was 11.
Tennis is a way of life for Jimmy.
It's really important, you know, it relaxes me more, keeps my mind off stuff. I like playing sports.
After a hard day of practice, how do you feel?
I feel pretty good, yeah. Sometimes more energized.
Young Stars Shining, brought to you by the Tan Su Lin Foundation. Here's the windup and the pitch.
I don't believe what I just saw!
Great customer rep, always willing to go above and beyond for his customers.
I truly hope she gets noticed at work, since I do see she is a hard worker.
The field technician that visited my home was great and helpful. Thank you.
Thank you. You really keep it up.
Your customer service is always very good.
Awesome customer service with great technicians that are really helpful.
Thank you so much, Sherlyn and Docomo Pacific.
That's so sweet. Feels good to see this kind of messages because you know, we try our best to do customer service.
We make sure that we will 100% resolve the issues.
For all those people that are seeking assistance.
I just want my customers happy.
And help them out each and every day.
I would want to go to a place with someone that's just like me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Come to Docomo and you'll feel like you're at home.
Go-karts, off-roading, and the driving range now open at Marianas Trekking. Go-kart track will be open Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays with 50% off when you book online at marianastrekking.com, hours 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Use the promo code HAFA50 to get your discount. Off-roading is open too by reservation. Come on a 90-minute trail ride that is perfect for families. Book online at marianastrekking.com. Golfers, come practice on the driving range. You can even pay online and we will have the balls waiting for you. Come see us weekends at Marianas Trekking, 323-8735. So what are you going to do this year? At Gold's, a dedicated fitness studio with a cushioned floor is perfect for group exercise. The cardio room features a variety of treadmills, bikes, steppers, and ellipticals. Fitness machines will help you achieve your goals, and the largest free weight area on Saipan gives you comfortable space to work out. Gold's Gym team is ready to help you get to your goals. Try harder. We know you can do it.
Yeah, the weather's getting a little bit cooler. The high today was 88, the low 78, humidity 75%. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, isolated showers, northeast winds 5 to 15, high around 88, low 78. Seas 4 to 6 feet. Sunrise 6:22, sunset at 5:44. Could be a green flash. We had one last night. All right, that's it. The week is over. Thank you for watching. The weekend begins right now, and we'll see you, hopefully, back here on Monday evening.